Hey world and internet, this is Jerremy Alexander Newsome, CEO of Real Life Trading. Hope you're doing phenomenal. This is the real life stock review, ticker symbol BUD versus ticker symbol SAM. And what we're going to do in these series is a few things. We're going to compare the taste, value, pricing of two different products, and hopefully I'm going to do a taste test to see if I can correctly identify which one is which. And of course, since I'm an investing nerd, and of course this is real life stock review, we're also going to look at the stock of the actual companies that I'm tasting and look at the future projections, look at the stocks, look at the chart, all that kind of good stuff. So let's get started. You see in front of me, we have 6 nice empty glasses and we have 6 beers. This is Budweiser, this is Bud Light, and this is Black Crown, all from the Budweiser products. And here is Samuel Adams Escape Routes, never heard of that one. Samuel Adams Boston Lager, and Sam Adams Cold Snap. So we're going to be tasting these 6, and I'm going to see if I can guess which ones are correct. I got my nice little sheet to fill it out, and we'll go from there. Now my assistant Ashley is going to be pouring these into these glasses. I'm not going to know which one's which, and I'm going to go ahead and do the taste test from there. Okay, so I look a little ridiculous, granted. I have this on my face, and this is a precautionary step because obviously, as you guys can see, and I can't, they're very different colors as far as the beers are concerned. So I'm going to go ahead and choose one now, and we're going to go from there, and we're going to see how this plays out. Let's see, where are these guys? Here we go. This is the first one. This is hard. Now, I'm going to go ahead and preface this by saying I can't smell. I have no sense of smell. I haven't had a sense of smell since I was 12. So we're going to go ahead and see, how I do this. This is going to be challenging. Okay, this is definitely a Sam Adams. The question becomes which one. Now that I do not know. It's not the Boston Lager. That's tough. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Cold Snap for this one. This is challenging since I'm blindfolded. This adds a different level of difficulty to this challenge. I have no idea where the glasses are.
To the left.
Where are they?
To the left. Wait, right. You're right.
Am I right?
Yeah, keep going. No, what are you doing?
I'm coming over here so I don't knock anything over. Okay, there we are. All right, so we're going to try this one out. This is good. This one tastes better than that one. This is difficult. This is definitely difficult blindfolded and under the gun. I'm going to go with this one is also Sam Adams. And not the Cold Snap, not Boston Lager, but one of the other ones. I forget the other name. Let me come in here. Okay, let's test this one out. See, I can't smell anything, so I have no idea. Okay, this is definitely a Budweiser. Can you see the paper, Ash?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a bad job drinking beer. This is not terrible. This is one of the Budweisers, not a Bud Light. It's either Budweiser or the Crown. I'm gonna go with Bud Crown for this one. Finding these glasses is becoming a challenge. All right, let's go to this one. Oh, this is good. This is Sam Adams Boston Lager for sure. There we go. That one's done. Let's come over to here to this one. So I think we're down. I think I'm down to the Bud Light, and that is your Bud Light. I've had that one a few times in my past. Okay, so this one, wherever it is, where's this at, Ash?
Right.
To the right? Okay. So this one's, I'm guessing, Budweiser, but I could be wrong. I could get thrown off here. There you have it. There's your Budweiser. All right. I'm going to take this off. So I don't really know how to rate it right now, but I am, now that I can see, I guess the color should help. Ashley remembers which one it was. So Ashley, what's number 1?
What I've learned from this entire experience is you know your Budweisers.
I know my Buds. Okay.
I can go backwards.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, 6. You got that it was Sam.
6 is Sam for sure.
But you guessed Boston Lager.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, you guessed Escape Route and it's Boston Lager. You said it definitely wasn't Boston Lager. Good try.
All right.
All right.
What's 5?
5 was Bud Light, and you got that right. Sam Adams Cold Snap was number 4, and you guessed Boston for that one. Budweiser Crown, you got right.
I got the Crown. All right.
Budweiser 2 was right.
Okay.
And then Sam Adams Escape Route, you guessed Cold Snap.
I've never had Escape Route, so that makes sense. All right, so I'm 3 of 3 for the Budweisers, which is my preference usually anyway. Sam Adams, great beer. They taste well. A little bit higher price than Budweiser, Bud Light, or Bud Crown, I believe was the other kind. And I think this is a good experiment. So let's go ahead and hop into the stocks now, check out how they look, and see how their performance might match up with the quality of the overall beers. I'll see you on the charts. Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this. I truly do appreciate it. What I'm doing now is hopping over to a charting software. A charting software is truly just a visual representation of what the stock is doing. The charting software that I'm using is tradingview.com. It is free to the public, and you can kind of come in and really look at the visual perspective of really any company at all. And here's a line chart of Budweiser. So Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, ticker symbol BUD, is trading up, and since approximately 2012, it's had actually a really, really nice run. Back in 2012, it was approximately $50 a share, and since then we have been making higher lows and higher highs. You can see that nice little angled trend right there. Well, this is what I call a distribution phase. A distribution phase is when a stock, after trading bullish, trades sideways for a few months. What that does is it allows buyers and sellers to consolidate price, kind of rest, and pause for a little bit, take a little bit of a breather. So this particular price, the 115.81 to the 116, is called a resistance, and that's where the stock finds more selling pressure than buying pressure, causing the stock to go down. Well, the 106.15 price is a support where the stock finds more buying pressure than selling pressure, causing the stock to go up. Well, think of this like a pressure cooker, right? Once the stock breaches out of these particular prices, it goes higher or potentially lower, right, if it broke out to the downside. Well, it did in fact break really, really nicely out of this particular resistance at 115.81. You can see it by this little E down here. It appears that earnings for Anheuser-Busch is approaching, and if I have anything to do about it, this stock should go a little bit higher on earnings. But overall, my expectation is this. Since this was once a ceiling, if you will, or a resistance, it is now going to be a floor or a support. So my thought process is on earnings, if Anheuser-Busch does trade down or gap down, this is actually a great place to buy it, right? Old resistance becomes new support. Think about this like a ceiling, boom, 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 and then right here it becomes the floor. So as of right now in Anheuser-Busch, I am more bullish than bearish. If I did a really quick future price projection, this is something called Fibonacci. Not going to get into it right now, but I'll just kind of give you guys an idea. Boom, boom, boom. It's kind of a rough idea. Future price projections on Anheuser-Busch really would probably come to about 137.98. And specifically, that's a really, really good price projection. If we do pull back a little bit on earnings, we do actually bounce off that 116 level. And then ultimately, 3 or 4 months down the road, we could see Anheuser-Busch in the 137.98. This is a really, really strong support. So as long as that is held up on Anheuser-Busch, I could see some higher highs for sure. So hopping over to SAM. Now, Boston Beer Company is a little bit less traded than Anheuser-Busch. Not as many shares, not quite as active, but it is much, much more pricey. You can see Anheuser was in the 100s, and Boston Beer Company is up in the 300s. So great job for the CEO. Now, the interesting thing is about the price of the stock doesn't necessarily mean value overall. In my personal opinion, I think this is a pretty expensive stock for what it is. Craft beer company. But hey, you know what? Great for the CEO, great for the company. And you can notice that, again, in 2013, in the summer of 2013, 2014, very similar to Anheuser-Busch, Boston Beer Company, ticker symbol SAM, was trading in the exact same type of distribution phase. And so if Bud follows Boston Beer Company at all, you can see some interesting similarities, right? Some higher lows in the chart patterns. And if we trade up back over here, you'll notice that at one point, this really, really strong resistance, old resistance, did become new support. So if I zoom in here just a little bit, you'll see that the stock did actually pull back on earnings. So right around here, which again, I'm kind of anticipating Budweiser to do potentially. And this was a good buying opportunity, right? Strong move, a little bit of a retracement, pulled back to old resistance, new support, and then started popping nice and strong. So at the moment, coming over to here, we're having some interesting wave structures on ticker symbol SAM. Again, earnings is really approaching on this. So after earnings, we can get a lot more detailed information about what these might do. Let me just sneak in here to a candlestick chart and analyze some of these candlestick patterns really quickly. And this particular pattern does look a little bit like a tiny double top, something like that. So the fact that we closed below the neckline on this particular pattern and right now getting some smaller continuation. So overall, if we do trade down just a little bit and we have a little bit more of a pullback, the trend is bullish. And remember, on any stock, any investment that you do, buy low, sell high. So that's what we're expecting to do on SAM. So if it does pull back on earnings, we got a nice little strong trend here. If we pull back, maybe it might trade all the way back to 250. That would kind of be a shot in the dark. But what it could do is trade back to the long-term moving averages, and that would be a great place to buy. So here's the 100 simple, which is around 266.77. So you have some resistance support right around there. Boom, boom, boom. And if on earnings we do in fact trade down to this level, the 100 simple moving average on SAM could be a great opportunity to buy, because this is a great bullish breakout of the distribution phase. This would be a healthy retracement, and again, buy low, sell high. Your stop on that investment on SAM could be bought or placed around 240. So this is your ultimate risk on that particular investment. This is your potential reward back up to the highs, and then of course it obviously could go much, much higher. If we did a price projection on ticker symbol SAM, which I definitely could do, we'd probably get probably around 350. Let me just try it out really quick here. So I'm gonna do it based on this wave right here. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And magically, you'll see that we actually traded, spot on to 323.52. That was the price projection of this momentum wave right here. Wow, that's actually phenomenal. That's a beautiful fib. I'm in love with the fib. I love it. I want it. So I guess ultimately 369.48, right? If SAM did trade back down to this level, to the let's say 70-ish level, and bounced, potential target maybe into the next few months could ultimately be 369.48 on SAM. So thanks so much for watching the actual chart review of it. I appreciate it. Let's hop back over to the live studio in Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks so much, guys, for watching the Real Life Stock Review. Hopefully it was entertaining. This is the first one that we've done, and I hope there's more in the future. I'm going to rely on you guys to tell me what you want me to review. I might do some taste tests. I might go do some actual in-store navigating if I'm allowed to do that legally. I'm not sure. I'll have to check with my lawyer now that I have one. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much. Post the comments in the section below and let us know what you would like me to do a real life stock review on. Thanks so much for watching the Real Life Stock Review, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful day. And remember, love life, live life, and trade it. I'll see you.